Welcome back to our channel, your ultimate source for exclusive updates and emotional twists from the life of Sheikh Hamdan and his royal family. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to hit that button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. And if you haven't watched our previous video, I highly recommend starting there to fully understand the events leading up to today's dramatic developments. In our last episode, we explored a shift in the emotional landscape of the royal family, a moment that changed everything. Sheikh Tani, once quiet and patient, had finally begun to realize her own power. She recognized that she was not just a royal wife, she was essential to the family's continuity. The royal bloodline depended on her. Divorce wasn't just a threat to her marriage, it was a threat to the legacy. She knew Sheikh Mohammed would never allow Hamdan to divorce her, not because of love, but because of what she represented: unity, lineage, and political stability. And so, instead of fearing divorce, she decided to turn that fear into leverage. She waited for the right moment. And after a few calculated days, she approached Sheikh Hamdan for a private conversation. But this time, Tani was different. She was not the tearful wife begging for attention. She was composed, sharp, and very clear. She looked directly into Sheikh Hamdan's eyes and said, "If you give your time and heart to Shama, I'm going to seek a divorce, and I've already informed Sheikh Mohammed." Hamdan was stunned. Divorce from Tani? It wasn't even an option. She was his cousin, a strategic alliance, a symbol of heritage, and now she was threatening to walk away? He sat there silently, processing the implications. He thought about the tension this would cause, the scandal it might spark. And finally, he spoke. "What do you want from me?" he asked quietly. She didn't blink. "End your relationship with Shama. Don't marry her." And just like that, she left the room. Hamdan was left behind, consumed by thoughts. Tani returned to her chambers, head held high. But for Hamdan, the storm was only just beginning. He couldn't divorce Tani, and he knew his father might now be forced to reject Shama to keep the peace. You see, Shama al-Falasi wasn't just anyone. She was Hamdan's current girlfriend, and she had already received Sheikh Mohammed's blessing. But with Tani's threat on the table, things had... His ex-wife, Hadiya Zen, had heard the news of his upcoming wedding to Shama, and she was furious. She called Hamdan. "Don't be a fool," she said. "Shama is cunning. She's manipulating you. Open your eyes." Hamdan's face turned red. Rage erupted. "If you hadn't left me," he yelled, "none of this would have happened." And without another word, he cut the call. But Hadiya wasn't done. Fueled by emotion, she searched for Shama's number and made another call. Shama answered. "You should not marry Hamdan," Hadia began coldly. "You don't know what you're getting into. He cheated on me with Tani. He can do the same to you." Shama remained calm. She let Hadia speak. She listened to every word, every accusation, every insult. And then, in a quiet, composed voice, she said, "If you've said everything, can I cut the call? I have a lot of work to do." Hadia's face turned white with rage. She ended the call immediately. Moments later, Shama called Hamdan. She told him everything. Hamdan, still burning from his conversation with Hadia, explained what she had told him too. Now it was clear. Hadia wasn't just upset. She was trying to stop this marriage, revenge, bitterness, old wounds reopening. But instead of letting it tear them apart, Shama and Hamdan came to an agreement. They would not let anyone's opinion ruin what they had. They knew each other well. They trusted each other. Meanwhile, Hamdan had to fulfill some royal duties. He went to Zabil Palace to meet Sheikh Mohammed. After a discussion about state matters, the conversation turned to personal matters. Hamdan told his father about Tani's warning, her threat to divorce him. Sheikh Mohammed was stunned. "She never told me anything about this," he said. Without hesitation, he called Tani. The moment she answered, she started crying. But Sheikh Mohammed wasn't moved. "My son has more power than a daughter-in-law," he said sharply. "You better remember that." And with that, he ended the call. Hamdan was now emotionally drained. He decided to go to the second palace, the one where his children lived, the one where Shama was waiting. They needed each other. Together they watched a film. They laughed. They sat in silence. Just being present helped them both feel grounded. For a moment, it felt like peace. But peace, in the royal family, is always temporary. Back in the main palace, Tani was seething. Her conversation with Sheikh Mohammed had left her humiliated. And now, more than ever, she was determined to stop this marriage. She began working behind the scenes, contacting family members and planting doubts. The storm was far from over. In our next video, I'll be sharing the next chapter of this unfolding royal drama. Will Sheikh Hamdan and Shama make it through this? Will Tani succeed in breaking them apart? And what more does Hadia have planned? Don't miss what happens next. If you like this video, please subscribe and hit the bell icon below so you never miss an update from our royal series. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.